guys, Adventurously checking in. Nice to meet you. Today we're going to break down the cost of living in Panama. Now when we say Panama, we want to talk about the cost of living in Balboa Avenue, which is the business center, the district center. So we're going to compare and contrast what it is to live like luxury, live a luxury lifestyle in Panama City, Panama.
Alright guys, cost of living, as we know, is skyrocketing. It's constantly going up. You have places like New York City. You know, you can pay anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. You have places like Chicago. You can pay anywhere from $2,500 to $3,600 plus dollars, guys. And you have places like Miami. You know, that Brickell neighborhood, that Brickell area, where people are paying anywhere from $2,500 to $5K plus for a one-bedroom Skyview apartment somewhere downtown. Astronomical prices, guys, but you can come here to Panama. You can have that same vibe, the same essence. You'll even have a beach view, unlike New York City or even Chicago, which does have Lake Michigan. But in Panama, you're gonna pay anywhere around, you know, $1,100 to $1,500, and we're not talking just a one-bedroom, a small, cramped studio apartment. We're talking a 700 to 1,200 square feet, maybe 2-bedroom, 2-bath, depending on where you're at. And you're gonna have a skyline view, and also you're gonna be able to look at the ocean as well, guys.
All right, guys, and to further that point, we're talking about an amenity building with all the works, right? The door personnel, we're talking about a gym, we're talking about the pool, we're talking about the views, we're talking about the work centers, we're talking about all the things that you need to have a comfortable lifestyle living in luxury, guys. So on Balboa Ave, you get the most bang for your buck. When you compare it to the United States, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat.
All right, guys, so now we have the cost of food. Food is pretty similarly priced to American standards, especially in this business district, the more popular area of where we are staying. But along with that, you have to keep in mind, food may be the same, drinks are not the same, and also the cost of living completely not the same. You're saving an extra $1,000 or two depending on where you're staying here. So if you think about that and you put it into perspective, you are definitely saving a ton of money by living here in Panama.
And also, guys, we gotta talk about the nightlife here, right? The nightlife here, if you really doing an apple-to-apple comparison, you do come out cheaper. If you want to think about it, there's about 10 to 12 popular sky bars here. There's about 10 to 12 popular rooftop bars here, and essentially you're paying bar prices. You're paying bar prices for that quality of service. So if you think about it compared to like places like the Godfrey and other sky bars in the United States, it's $25 a drink, right? At minimum. $25 a drink at minimum plus cover. Here, go up to the bar, chill, relax, 66th floor, and drinks are only $8 to $12, and beers are anywhere from $3 to $6. So with that being said, you're still coming out fairly cheaper than living in the United States.
All right, guys, touching on transportation, car rentals, buying your own car here. Honestly, you can walk pretty much anywhere, everywhere. Some walks may be longer than others, but guys, essentially the Ubers here, way cheap. I mean, we're talking, if you gotta get to the airport, you're talking 14 to 20 bucks. If you gotta get around town, $3, $2.95 was the price that I kept constantly paying for Uber rides for us to get around here. The most expensive Uber ride we paid for was maybe around $8 to $12 getting to the Panama Canal, which was about a 20-25 minute trip. So, and you're not gonna see that every day, you're not gonna see that all the time. So if you're going around the area in the vicinity of the business district, all the way to Casco Viejo, anywhere from 15 to 18 minutes, you are not going to pay more than probably $5-6 per Uber ride. So that is a great deal.
Realistically, guys, if you had like let's say a remote job and you was pulling anywhere from 5 to 8K a month after taxes, you can definitely live like a king here. This is something that could really happen for you. If you just do the things that you gotta do, right? Do your principles, save your money, build up your emergency fund, build up your fund. And the biggest point of contention, like I was talking about in America, is the cost of living. No matter what you do, the cost of living just continues to increase without apartments increasing their value, right? You can't even rent, you can barely rent an apartment, let alone have a mortgage, right? So, and they just provide you guys with more options, let you guys know what's out there, right? So, we hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe below. Let us know where you would want to live. Get you a remote job or something like that. Live 3 months out of the year, 6 months out of the year, even 9 months, right? Live adventurously. Like, comment, subscribe below.
Tengo la fe, me ama. Escucho a Dios, se me habla.